Good morning. So I have decided to make a British house. I say I've decided to make it, but I did this about a month ago and I've just been terrible at getting around to editing it. It took quite a long time actually to build this, which seems funny. I just wanted to get it perfect really. It's not based on a specific time or a specific type of house, like aesthetic. It's just everything altogether. Um, as you can probably hear, I am British myself. So it's kind of just what I think is stereotypical. The layout is pretty much identical to at least three people's houses that I know. I mean, probably more, but I'm just thinking of friends, the layout is probably identical. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I've been getting a bit of like building block lately, which is so frustrating because it's my favourite thing to do. It just feels a bit repetitive sometimes, I don't know if you get that. But it's frustrating. But oh well, this was really fun. So for the kitchen, I always imagine this like browny colour. I don't know. If I was doing a council house, I would probably have done which one is it? Like the base game, the blue ones that you see at the front there, but not in blue. But I don't really know what class this house is. It's kind of a mashup of everything. But the kitchen to me is just like typical. I feel like I've been in a lot of kitchens like this, and I really could not decide on these blinds. I remember getting so frustrated about it. I change it from those as well. I don't even keep it on those blinds. With the black appliances, I don't know why, I just felt like that fitted really nicely. And I've been to like houses where they've had that, I'm going to keep saying that. It's going to be something I'm saying a lot. I've been to houses where they've had this. It's me justifying it. With the table, as you'll see, here, I ended up using a metal table. I just feel like that is such a 2000s British thing. I'm probably going to be saying 2000s a lot as well, but that's, when I was a kid and when I went to friends' houses the most, it's, when I think back to really. Because I don't really go to people's houses much now, not apart from like family. But the kitchen tiles, I chose these ones because they're quite similar to, not necessarily to my house, but they remind me of my house. I don't know. It probably doesn't make any sense. And I know that I wanted to add a window on the back above the table, but if it's a terraced house, which this gives me that vibe, you wouldn't, or a semi-detached house I suppose, because it's got a window on the other side, but you wouldn't have windows on both sides. So I decided to give that a miss. But yeah, semi-detached because it's got windows there. But I had a lot of fun with debug because I don't normally use debug, or I didn't use debug much. But lately I have been using it so much because I just love to clutter. I feel like cluttering adds a lot to the house. Like it makes it feel lived in and not so showroomy, which especially with bigger builds, I end up, making them showroomy. I could not find what I was looking for then. Wow. Anyway, I found it. I feel like a lot of houses. Wow, I really am gonna keep saying this, but a lot of houses had fish tanks in the kitchen when I was a kid. So yeah, what was I saying anyway? About the showroomy vibe. So like, I don't know, I make a lot of period houses, so like mid-century is my favourite to do. And I just feel like, because I try and make them big, like the fancy American 60s, 70s vibe, like they end up being so empty. But I love using the furniture, and especially with Get Famous, that has some really good furniture. Now, I apologise because it looks like this room just appeared, but I was changing the window about and it was a mess, so I decided you don't want to be watching that. So this is the living room, if I haven't already mentioned that. And I'm going for the like crushed velvet kind of vibe, like, maybe like B&M Home Bargains. That's where they get all their things from. I don't know what word I just said. It's where they get all their things from. And the toys, they're definitely like a young couple with kids, and I don't know, toys in the house, I'm not saying that's particularly just British, it's probably just something everywhere when you have kids, but I feel like having them out in the living room like this is like such a normal thing. So I thought that added a lot to it, and I think it actually, this sounds so funny to say because it's just some toys, but I feel like it pulls it together a little bit, you know. But we've got these pictures, as said, they seem like they're from like Home Bargains or something, from Home and Bags, but it's fun. I do like it, I think it's cute. Radio, I don't know, just fun to add a radio, isn't it? I really like that pack actually that the radio is from. Is it Cozy Kitsch? I think is what it's called. I love that. And I recently got the, what's it called, the Cozy Gamer pack. I don't have all the packs because obviously I am a small, or we are a small channel, but I have quite a few packs which I'm very grateful for. And the little, what are they? Are they stuff packs, or I can't remember, they're not the new ones, the kits, that's what they are, kits. With the kits, I feel that they have some really good ones. I don't necessarily know that they're worth £5 for the things that you get. Like, if you think about CC, obviously, you know, maybe not worth it, but I think if something makes you happy and if you have like £5 to spare, then, you know, why not? And that's what I've done for a couple of them. I won't make a habit out of getting all of them, it's just if one really appeals to me. And I'm so glad I got the Cozy Gamer one. That was like so fun to make a room with. And I did record it actually, but I ended up deleting it because it just, my game kept freezing up. I'm having such problems lately, I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to sort that out. I tried playing Fortnite and that was like freezing up, and it should not happen, so I will be sorting my computer out after this actually. But we're in the little like back door area and bathroom area, like the little toilet. Little toilets are iconic, okay? I love little toilets. They feel so comfortable. But yeah, little toilet isn't actually like the toilet itself, it's the room. It's, you know, like, oh, I've got a little toilet downstairs. But yeah, I don't think I put too much in here because, I don't know, who decorates their bathroom that much? I mean, it's amazing if you do. I am just too lazy. But bathrooms and kitchens are like my #1 enemy. I don't know why. I suppose it's because they're like practical and they have to have certain things. And I don't know, kitchens I used to really enjoy, but I've started to like, I don't know, just get, I don't know, frustrated with them because they always look the same when I do them. And there's a vibe that I really like. It's like, I don't know what you'd call that type of aesthetic, but it's like, I guess a bit farmhousey, planty, like old, I don't know, like not modern kitchens. But then once you've done a couple, you've like done it, you know, and it's then difficult to just replicate it again, but without replicating it. I don't know if that makes sense. But this shelf was a pain to do. I had to use that little square shelf, which I am so grateful for, because there used to be, or there still is, I suppose, that CC of that bread shelf that people used to get objects to go to any height they wanted, and that was great. But I don't really have much CC now, and I'd rather not have something like that. That's no offense to the creator, it's great if it helps you, but I don't need it when I've got like these shelves now. I think they're from, was it the home decorator pack, is that what it's called? And like, what else, from high school years, something like that. I don't know, I'm probably completely saying the wrong packs, but I just think that is really good to have. I don't know, makes a difference. The outside of the house, that is something else that I'm terrible at doing, especially with roofs and just window placement. Roofs are my worst enemy, and I wish they had auto roofs on still, like they did in the older Sims games, but oh well, it's fine, we figure it out, don't we? This bedroom, I do believe that I made bigger. I said I filmed this a month ago, so I can't quite remember, but I believe I made it bigger because it didn't have quite enough room. And once again, this is like that Home Bargains crushed velvety vibe, if I can talk. And yeah, it's not my type of style, but love it if someone else has it. Like, it's your house, why not just decorate it however you want it? Like, if it makes you happy, that is awesome. So, you know, we love that. But my personal favorite is like mid-century, sort of like messy, not messy, what's the word, when you like a lot of things, not minimalist, maximalist, that's the word. Yeah, that's my type of vibe. But yeah, so this room is very silvery. Oh, there we go, I did use that rug again. How cute. I think it matches. This wallpaper is a lot, but I don't know, I think it works. I'm quite happy with this room, to be honest. As I said, it's not my vibe, but I love it. It would be someone's vibe. And the bathroom is small. Just, you know, to put it nicely. It is a small bathroom, but that's normal. I think that's something that people don't really get as well, is like how tiny rooms in England are, or in, you know, in the UK. Unless you've got like a, you know, a big house, typically the rooms just aren't very big. My partner's bedroom counts as a half bedroom because of the size of it. So when I say partner, I'm talking about Gabby. We are Bun the Bear. And I don't know why I said partner either. I just get really like shy. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I won't say that again, but yeah. So anyway, I literally don't know what I'm talking about now. So this is the boys' room. I think it's shared. If I remember, I think there's like a toddler and a kid, a boy. Well, obviously I just said that. But yeah, so it's got to be a toddler because an infant would have higher sides to the bed. So this one is obviously very blue. It's a sporty room. I had the thought that the older kid is very sporty and likes football, I think, soccer, you know. Obviously the bed is baseballs, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares about a detail like that? It's minor details. But I think when you've got an older kid and as a toddler, like, I just kind of went with the vibe that like the older kid would choose how the room is. I don't know, I don't have a toddler, so I might be wrong, but I just feel like as long as I got their toys and stuff, like, it doesn't really matter. Could be wrong, but yeah, so this is based off of the boy, like the older boy, and sporty. Obviously got a lot of toys in it still. I think in The Sims, the ages of them are a little bit, I don't know, they're not clear to me all of the time. I think teenagers seem older than teenagers, or I wish there was sort of like an early teen stage. I know that's like a lot for them to do, but I don't know, I wish you could have like preteen, maybe preteen would even be fun, like preteen, teen, young adult, just to have something in between being a kid and then a teenager. Because I feel like some kids don't seem 100% like young kids either. I'm so happy that they added infants though. I think that was a really cute touch, you know. I mean, when the game came out, there wasn't even toddlers, was there? I don't think. I mean, I didn't play this as soon as it came out, so I don't know, but I am pretty sure I remember seeing that they didn't have toddlers then. But we've come a long way. You can't complain too much, you know. It's easy to complain, but there are some really, you know, good things, and they've changed a lot. So yeah, now that's me trying to get sponsored over. We are on to the girl's bedroom, and she's a teenager. I've not made them yet, but in my head, she's a teenager. She is kind of emo, kind of old, and yeah, she, I guess, is based off of me. I mean, I'm not a teenager, I'm 22, but she's based off of my vibe, I suppose. I always end up doing the girls to be old and, or like emo or goth, or I don't know, like hippie, boho, like anything like that. I love that type of vibe. Now obviously that painting on the wall, actually there's a few paintings, the Freddy Krueger one and then the little like vampire girl one. They are from the gallery. The gallery is amazing for, you know, different pictures and things when you've not got the vibe you want. And I love this poster from the werewolves pack. I love the different types of it. I suppose I wish they weren't all so bright, but the colours on that one is gorgeous. It reminds me of like a starburst. So yeah, her room didn't take too long. It's not huge. As I said, we have quite small rooms. And then the landing here. The landing? I don't know. I call it the landing, I suppose. It's quite sort of basic, I suppose. That's another thing I hate decorating. It's so funny because I love building, but then I complain about these different rooms. I just think they're quite difficult to do. I normally just shove a desk in there, but obviously there's not the room for that here, and I don't know how common that is here anyway. But yeah, we've got the little house number once again. House numbers? There was 2, I think. That's from the gallery. I never add house numbers. I think that would be so cool if I remembered to add it, but I always forget. But it just feels right, you know, for a British house, an English house, it just feels right to add a house number. Changing the window here, I'm not really sure. Oh, the curtains, I'm not really sure why I changed that, but the red looks cool. So now we are doing the outside of the house, and of course it has to be brick. You know, I feel like that's just standard because our houses are made out of brick, unless you've got a new build, I suppose. No, a lot of them are still made out of brick, but you also then have like those big blocks. I don't know, my dad was a builder. He literally had his own like company, but did any of his knowledge pass on to me? No, it did not. So I can't tell you anything about building, although I would love to do it. I would love to do that, but oh well, we move. So I just added all this grass here, which I don't know if it looks weird, but I didn't know what else to add there, to be quite honest with you, because it's not like their owned part of the house. So this is like the council owned area. So I was just trying to like put plants there, I suppose. I mean, realistically, it'd probably just be concrete, wouldn't it? You know, they don't really bother so much, but oh well, it looks cute. We'll move. But got the trim at the bottom. And then, yeah, the brick house. I think it's just like classic red brick. I tried the white and I thought it looked like run down. But yeah, the shape of this house, I think, is cute. It could, as I said before, it could do with having more attached to the side of it, like more houses, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just in the one. I do love making like townhouses, and I've made them attached lots of times, but it just didn't feel right for this one. I just wanted to focus. And I mean, there are houses here that just look like they've been chopped in half. Like the house next to mine just ends abruptly like that as well, like because mine isn't attached, so I feel like it was supposed to be, and then I don't know, they didn't end up finished building it. I don't know why you need to know this, but that's some fun lore. So yeah, we've got swings in the back. I wish they had like a little climbing frame thing. Well, they do have a climbing frame. What's it called? Like a jungle gym. I don't know, that would be so cool, like to have a slide, to have a swing, like a little bit at the top you can sit in. But yeah, we're done now. So that felt so quick, wow. But we will go on to like the little montage now, and I hope you enjoyed watching.